Hello friends, today we will discuss the summary of RS Guideline number 4, which is Investigation and Management of Late Fetal Intrauterine Death and Stillbirth. Key recommendations are real-time ultrasound is essential to diagnosis of intrauterine death. Vaginal birth is recommended mode of delivery. Cesarean section in individual cases. First line of intervention for induction of labor is a combination of mifepristone and prostaglandin preparation. Fetal karyotype should be considered in all cases. Parents should be offered full post-mortem examination, which includes external examination with weight gain histology of relevant tissues and skeletal survey by radiography. Pathological examination of the cord, membranes, and placenta. Background. In Ireland, 350 stillbirths are recorded each year. More than management of labor and delivery. More than 90% of women with stillbirth will go into labor within 3 weeks of labor. If labor does not begin, then there is increased risk of DIC. Other disadvantage of long interval between fetal death and stillbirth is greater emotional stress. Receptivity of the uterus in the early stages of gestation should be considered, and low doses of induction agent may be less effective. Misoprostol and prostaglandin E1 analog is probably the most preferred agent because it is low cost, stability in room temperature, and ease of administration. Mifepristone is a progesterone receptor antagonist, widely used for termination of pregnancy. Mifepristone is administered before meso. It increases the sensitivity of uterus to prostaglandin and ripens the cervix, thereby allowing lower dose of misoprostol to induce expulsion of fetus. Investigation of stillbirth. Histopathological examination remains the most relevant investigation in understanding events leading to IUD. Definitions: live birth. Delivery of an infant which after complete separation from its mother shows signs of life. Evidence of life includes breathing, movements, heartbeat, cord pulsation, and muscle movement. Neonatal death. Death of live-born baby before 28 completed week days after birth. Early is 0 to 6 completed days and late is 7 to 27 completed days. Perinatal death. Death of a fetus or a newborn in the perinatal period that commences at 24 completed weeks of gestation and ends before 7 completed days after birth. Stillbirth. A baby delivered without signs of life after 23 plus 6 weeks of pregnancy. Intrauterine death. A baby who dies in utero. WHO defines stillbirth as fetal death late in pregnancy and allows each country to define the age of gestation at which fetal death is considered. Late fetal deaths are recommended by WHO as the measure for international comparisons. ICD-10 defines an early fetal death as death of a fetus weighing at least 500 grams or after 22 weeks age of gestation or with crown rump length of 25 cm or more. A late fetal death as death of a fetus weighing at least 1000 grams or age of gestation of 28 weeks or crown rump length of 35 cm or more. CVAC 2011 perinatal mortality surveillance report defines stillbirth as a baby delivered without signs of life after 23 plus 6 completed weeks of pregnancy. RCOG Green Top Guideline number 55, November 2010 defines stillbirth as a baby delivered without signs of life after 23 plus 6 completed weeks of pregnancy. National Perinatal Epidemiology Center defines stillbirth as a baby delivered without signs of life after 24 weeks of pregnancy or 500 grams. Stillbirth Registration Act 1994 applies in relation to a child born weighing 500 grams or more or having age of gestation of 24 weeks or more who shows no signs of life. ACOG defines stillbirth as fetal death occurring at 20 weeks or later. Irish guideline defines stillbirth to a baby delivered without signs of life from 24 weeks age of gestation and define intrauterine death as death in utero after 24 weeks age of gestation. Diagnosis: real-time sonography is essential for an accurate diagnosis of intrauterine death. This allows direct visualization of the fetal heart, and views can be supplemented by a color Doppler of the heart and umbilical cord. It can also visualize fetal hydrops. Auscultation together with CTG is inaccurate in investigation for IUD. Thank you. This is all for the summary of Irish Guideline number 4. Please subscribe to our channel for more summaries. Thank you and bye bye.